It's a beautiful, peaceful place to be with great friends. Do some fishing and turn the cell phone off and enjoy life.
This kayak I've had about 5 years now. I really enjoy it, but I've been doing it, I guess, about 10 or 12 years. I've seen them with depth finders and fish finders, but I think the simpler, the more you'll enjoy it. If you'll just keep it simple, a rod holder, a place for a cooler, and your bait, and I think that's probably the simpler the better.
I don't want to take somebody out.
Kayak is you can put in about anywhere. Just need to make sure that you've got permission and you've got a life jacket.
Being in Nashville, you need to get out and enjoy nature every now and then and just kind of relax and clear your mind.
This morning it was quiet. It was a weekday and not anybody else on the river on the stretch that we were on, and so that made it enjoyable. And the pace, there's no hurry, everybody sort of went at their own pace. You'd paddle for a while, fish for a while, and just float for a while. Or you might get out and fish in a spot or two. A relaxing, quiet morning on the river.
Really good fishing too. Caught smallmouth bass today, spotted bass, rock bass, channel catfish. So yeah, pretty good, diverse fishing experience.
This end up here is it's not used as much as some of the other places. It was relatively clean. We saw just a few beer cans, but it was clean. I was tickled to see that. It can get trashy if people don't clean up their stuff. If you take it with you, bring it out, like plastic bottles or any kind of plastic bags or anything like that. Just take it out, and it's a good idea to carry a bag with you or something and pick up stuff that somebody else left or got away from somebody else. We put in on a private access. The guy gave us permission to put in there. But I think one thing that everybody needs to remember, anytime you step off, when you're standing on the ground, be it a gravel bar or the bank, you're on private property, unless you're at a public ramp or something, and you need to keep that in mind. And you need permission. You've got to have permission to do that. I think a lot of people think, well, I can stand up in most of the river, I don't have to have a life jacket. Anytime you're in a kayak or canoe or a boat, you have to have a wearable life jacket for everybody. And in the river, if a child is under 13, they have to wear it. They have to have it on. So if the boat or the kayak or canoe is underway, they have to have a life jacket on, and one that fits them. When you put in, know how long it's going to take you to get out. Common sense goes a long ways. Plan your trip, know how long it's going to take you to do it. Let somebody know where you're at. Don't go unprepared. Don't show up at 5 o'clock thinking that you're going to float 7 or 8 miles and be out before dark.
We're on a new ramp here at, it's called Porter's Chapel Public River Access, and it's the newest ramp that we've completed in Region 2, and we floated down to it today, about a 5-mile float, but you can also float downstream to, we've got a public ramp in the town of Adams, and then from Adams you can float on down to Port Royal State Park. There's a boat access area there, so it's really accessible now. Probably, you can actually launch a boat on a trailer, probably facilitate a john boat, maybe a jet boat during some water levels, but definitely kayaks and canoes is perfect for that, and really good fishing too.